Rules can be helpful, rules can be good. They help us behave the way we should. If we follow the rules and keep on doing them, our class will be a happy place where we all get to learn Docitbabiezz.
Hello everybody, welcome to our channel Docitbabiezz. I am Dr. Nupur Ghosh. So you just heard Jashvi singing a rhyme about rules. So that's what we are going to speak about today. In brief, that are rules important for kids? Should we pose rules on them? And if yes, if rules are important, how many rules are good? How much to restrict them actually? So let's discuss all of this. So my first answer would be yes, rules are very important. रूल्स होना चाहिए हमारे बच्चों की लाइफ में. बहुत ज़रूरी है उनके लिए रूल्स, बिकॉज रूल्स दे मेक देम हैप्पी, दे मेक देम कॉन्फिडेंट एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट दे हेल्प देम टू फेस द रियल वर्ल्ड. इस बाहर की दुनिया में देखना, बाहर की दुनिया में जाना, अगर आप अपने बच्चे को हर चीज़ के लिए ईज आउट कर दोगे कि ओके देयर आर नो रूल्स फॉर यू, यू कैन डू वट एवर यू वॉन्ट. सो वेन द चाइल्ड इज एक्चुअली, लेट्स से स्मॉल एग्जाम्पल, गोइंग टू स्कूल, इवन when he will be forced with the rules, when he will be told not to talk, do this and that, then he'll have a real big problem. So rules are important, and the foremost reason is the kids have to face the real world, and for that the rules are important. Now talking about rules, these rules, they also help to socialize. They help kids to know that how to socialize with others. Like अगर आप अपने बच्चे को सिखाते हैं प्लीज बोलना, थैंक यू बोलना, तो दैट्स ऑल्सो काइंड ऑफ अ रूल कि अगर उसको कुछ चीज़ मिलती है या कुछ अच्छा जेस्चर होता है तो उसको थैंक यू बोलना, तो उससे वो सीख रहा है कि सोशलाइज कैसे करना है दूसरे से. दैट वे यू आर टीचिंग द रिस्पेक्ट, हाउ टू रिस्पेक्ट अदर्स, एंड वी नो रिस्पेक्ट इज द की एनर्जी ऑफ एनी हैप्पी होम. सो दैट इज एक्चुअली इम्पॉर्टेंट. नाउ रूल्स जो होते हैं वो हम बहुत सिंपल चीज़ों से सिखा सकते हैं बच्चों को, जैसे कि नो हिटिंग एट होम or no hitting at anywhere. No hitting, at school also. Brushing at night, that's a very simple rule. So like for Jashvi, brushing at night has been a rule from ages, and now like she knows she has to brush. What happens, we are super tired at night and sometimes we just want to skip, but that's not there for her. She knows that's a rule she has to do. Unless and until she is sick or something, she can skip. Otherwise that's a rule. सो वो उसको बेनिफिट भी कर रहा है और उसको पता है कि ये उसको करना है. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग कि छोटी छोटी चीज़ें होती हैं, बट उससे आप बच्चे को एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं कि रूल्स में रहना क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है. थर्डली, अगर आपका बच्चा रूल्स में है, एक काइंड ऑफ डिसिप्लिन है, जैसे हम देखते हैं इवन इन आर्मी, माई डैड वॉज इन आर्मी, सो आई नो दैट आर्मी को रूल्स के कारण जाना जाता है कि दे आर वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट, दे आर वेरी डिसिप्लिन. सो इट एक्चुअली, अगर रूल्स होते हैं तो वो एक बच्चे में सेंस ऑफ डिसिप्लिन लाता है, जो उसकी आगे की लाइफ में उसको हेल्प करेगा टू बी सक्सेसफुल, टू बी, इफ यू टीच देम टू बी ऑन टाइम. लाइक माई डैड सेड, नाउ Jashvi started going to school, so she should be on the bus station, like downstairs, she should be 5 minutes before. So now she knows it's not like running at the end and just catching the bus. There has to be a time for everything, so she never gets late, She never gets late. She is always like the first one to board. Other kids are like running and coming. She's never late. She's waiting for the bus there. So these small things in life, that will teach her for the in future also कि बाद में वो ऑफिस जाती है, जहाँ भी जाती है, कि has to be on time. Time is important. So that's what I'm trying to say here. Now one other thing which rules give our child, they feel that they are capable of something. They're competent of something. Rules give that sense to the kids. वो उनको एहसास दिलाते हैं कि वो भी मतलब हम बच्चों को कभी कभी ना उनके बात को या उनके डिसीजन को कंसिडर नहीं कर सकते, बट इफ वी हैव सर्टन रूल्स एंड वो अगर वो रूल फॉलो करते हैं, उसके बाद हम उनको प्रेस करते हैं उसके लिए, तो उनको एक फील होता है, इन सेंस ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस आते हैं, क्योंकि इवन आई एम अ इम्पॉर्टेंट पर्सन और मैं भी किसी चीज़ के कैपेबल हूँ, मैं भी कॉम्पिटेंट हूँ. तो वो एक सेंस, ये जो छोटी छोटी कॉन्फिडेंस, कॉम्पिटेंसी, बीइंग कैपेबल, दी स्मॉल फीलिंग्स आर एक्चुअली सो बिग. They're so important that our kids understand at right age, So these things, the rules जो होते हैं, वो ये चीज़ जो है वो बच्चों में लाते हैं. With rules comes safety also. So like one of the rules which Jashvi knows, again I'm giving one example, like when we go downstairs to the park, we have to cross one zebra crossing. So obviously there's a traffic light, so when we get a green signal, now many times this happens because that road is not so busy, so even if the signal is red, like for the pedestrian crossing, some people cross like, okay, no car is coming or no vehicle is coming, let's cross. But me and Siddharth, we make sure that when it turns green, that's the time Jashvi is crossing the road, just because of the fact that she should understand that that's a rule. When it's showing green for us, then only we are supposed to walk, right? So if at all we keep on braking, okay, today vehicle is not coming, let's do it. It's just a matter of a minute, but we make it a point that when it's green, we cross. So that way, you know, like we are teaching her to be a good citizen, how to be safe, and how to be responsible. So these are the small things we are teaching through that small action of that, just crossing the road. So basically, it's very important that we follow certain things in front of the child. You know, parents have to do that because the kids actually mimic the parents. So we got to follow certain rules so that the child also understands. So these holding hands while crossing the road or following the signals, these things actually bring a sense of safety, sense of responsibility among the kids. Now when I say the rules are important or something, let's jump on to next aspect. How much, how many? That is a question. Now you have to remember some 4 very important points here. The first point is, don't be too strict, but then don't be too easygoing too. So you don't have to be too strict that you start hitting a child when he's not following a certain rule, or you start shouting on him or her. That's also not there. But then you can't be too easygoing also. Then your child knows, okay, fine, my mom, if I just cry one time or just say no, then they can let it go. So you cannot be too easygoing. For example, the way I gave you the brushing example, once or twice I cannot. So I was like, no, you have to do it. You understand the importance of that. Otherwise you will have a tooth decay. You know how much it pains. She has gone through RCT before. Okay, so but then if she is not feeling, she has cold or something, then okay, fine, let's skip today, but we'll surely do it tomorrow. So don't be too strict, but again, don't be too easygoing on that. Point number 2, be consistent. You have to keep on saying a particular thing to a child. You know, kids' mind is that, like even kids, even the adults' mind is when you keep on saying something again and again, that gets inculcated in their child, in their mind. So now they know that they have to follow it. They don't have an option for that. They have to follow that. So be consistent in whatever you are saying. Point number 3, you have to give a command and you are not asking questions. Should we brush at night? Jashvi, should we hold hands? So you have to hold hands. You have to brush your teeth. You have to, as a parent, you got to teach your kid like a teacher in a school teaches it. So like that, you have to give the command. You can't keep on asking questions to them. You have to show your authority sometimes. And that's what rules are all about. You have to show the command. So the command thing is very important. You have to be, that level strictness is actually important. And last but not the least is, let's have their say also. Let your child speak. If I say something and if Jashvi has a question pertaining to that, she is most welcome to ask that question. You have to listen to that question. You have to give importance to that question. You can't say, "Arey beta, tum to kya bol rahe ho? Kya?" You know, sometimes we say, "What? Kaisa बेवकूफ जैसा question पूछ रहे हो?" I'm sorry to say that word, but like you cannot say that, right? You know, there is a small mind. They have many curiosities. They have many questions. You have to give importance to that question. They may be thinking, and you know, if once or twice you keep on doing that, they'll say, "Why to ask my parent about it? Let's just do it." So you can't do that. Their say is important. Their perspective is important, and we got to like work on that. So this was it. This was it actually about rules. A very small thing, but rather very important thing. You have to keep them following rules, but to a certain thing. You can ease out a bit, but not so much. So अगर आप ये फॉलो करेंगे तो इट विल बी वेरी हेल्पफुल. आपके चाइल्ड के आगे की लाइफ के लिए ये बहुत हेल्पफुल रहेगा. उसको आगे का रियल वर्ल्ड फेस करने में ये बहुत हेल्पफुल रहेगा. सो इफ़ यू लाइक द वीडियो, प्लीज़ थम्स अप दीजिएगा, लाइक कीजिएगा, डॉकेट बेबीज को सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करिएगा. Thank you so much. Happy parenting. Take care.